my channel. If you are new here, my name is Vanessa. I'm a corporate baddie by day, I'm a nursing student by night, and I'm a badass mom, 365, 366. Fast forward, can we get into MedSurg and why none of y'all, well, those who knew, didn't say nothing? But if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you. MedSurg will have you in a chokehold, okay? MedSurg has me in a chokehold. And it really don't have to whoop my ass like that. Like, it does not have to whoop my ass like this. I mean, I'm fighting back, but for real. Like, be for real. Be for real, for real. That's my warning for y'all with MedSurg, because I can't really break down what exactly it is, because it encompassing as a whole, MedSurg 1, MedSurg 2, I'm about to lose my shit. I'm fighting back though. I'm surviving. I'm actually in class right now. I'm getting ready to take a test. But I figured I would come in and I would open the vlog because we just need to release some of this testing anxiety. But again, as I say, MedSurg, it's a doozy. You know, some people get it, and that's cool. And some people fight through their lives, and that's me, you know? So I have a test at 4. It's 3:30, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm not studying, but I'm just going to skim over my notes, my final, and then do some deep breathing exercises the last 15 minutes because I have test anxiety every Tuesday. I have test anxiety, so it never fails. I will say the last test though, we started at 4, and it's 65 questions. We started at 4, and we usually have till about 5:20. And when I tell you, I was like on question 48, and I looked up at the time, and it was 4:30, and I was like, I'm not zooming through these questions like this. Like, wait a minute. Like, I had to tell myself, slow down. I passed, though. I'm thankful, but that's a good thing. I guess that's not too bad, but I don't want to zoom so fast that I miss keywords, because it's usually the keywords that have people tripping up on these tests. So I'm trying not to be a zoom master on this one. Yeah, so the classroom lights go out when they don't feel like anybody's here. But clearly I'm here, but I'm not moving. But anyway, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought when the lights went out. Anyway, OB is in the month of April, so that's all I'm doing is straight OB. And I've heard mixed things about this, so we're going to see how that goes. But literally April, it's a downward spiral because I only have not even 2 weeks in May. The first week we're wrapping up, and then the second week, I think Tuesday is finals, and then that Friday, they playing with me in here. So that Friday is graduation. And then the following week, literally that Wednesday, is third semester, final semester. So we're going to see how that goes. Before this light cuts off of me again, I will check in with y'all when I finish this exam. So it does not have to kick my ass like that. I mean, I'm fighting back. But it does not have to kick my ass like that. I don't know if I can offer words of encouragement in the MedSurg side, but it's just a lot of information. It's putting information together. I can say that this semester, yes, it came in swinging, but I want to say I was more prepared than first semester. And to me, second semester it feels way better. I'm not panicking as much as I used to than first. I'm getting used to these rough waters. Again, med-surg is just a different beast in itself. If y'all have any tips and tricks on med-surg, drop them in the comments. Help us, help me, help you, help us. Because again, there's light at the end of the tunnel, but you know, woof. Oof. And those of you who are taking med-surg right now, I feel like you understand I'm saying a lot without saying too much. And it's not that I don't want to say too much. It's just when you get to med-surg, there's nothing really you can say besides you're here. I'm not even being funny. It's just like, we're here. It's just one day at a time. It's literally one day at a time in med-surg. It's not even like, oh, well, I mean, there's other people who could probably articulate the words of what I'm feeling, but at this current moment, it's a fight, it's a struggle. Like I said, don't be afraid to use your resources. I have used my book, obviously. Saunders, very good book. Shout out to Nurse Mike, because I'm telling you, Nurse Mike is keeping me in the game. Simple Nursing, Nurse Mike, he is keeping me in the game, okay? That is my guardian angel, all right? I swear, I don't think I'm going to graduation, but if I do get a cap and gown, Nurse Mike is going on the back of my cap and gown. I swear to God he is. But anyway, it is Sunday. We're meal prepping. So I'm gonna get some meal prepping done. I'm going to study. I have a test on Tuesday. Okay, we're back. Let's see, it's been like 2 days. I think I last spoke to you when I had to take my exam. I passed that exam. So now we're in mother baby, we're in OB. Right now I'm actually trying to complete all my assignments before spring break, because I actually want to break. And this chapter that we're in mother baby. I think it's prenatal and a series of sub chapters, and just looking at it was a lot of information. So I already took my notes. type them up, print them out. I still have to look over the PowerPoint. I still have to, I did my prep use already, so that's where the little notes came from, but I have to go over the PowerPoint in the lecture to make sure that I have all the information I need, because I promise you, that's my son. He's playing Roblox, I think, or Fortnite, one of the two. But anyway, I have those notes down ready to go, because all I want to do on spring break is literally the bare minimum break. I need to just study and focus on all this material that we got going on, and I don't need to be doing no assignments in between. So I spent the day doing all of my assignments, and right now I am on, we have a resume resignation. Why is, oh my God, I can't talk today. Okay. And a cover letter due. I did the cover letter and resignation. I have to do the resume proportion. I'm sorry, my brain is, we're trying right now. Like, I've been up since 4:45, but sorry, preteen things. Yeah, so I have to complete my resume, which I'm doing now, and all I have is clinical experience, because that's the only thing that I do that relates to nursing. So I'm gonna complete that, get that out the way, and then I have one more. It's a very long assignment left. We have to watch videos and answer questions. I'm gonna save that one for tomorrow, but after that, that should be it. I'm gonna knock out that assignment, take my lecture notes. Those are the only two things I'm doing for school tomorrow, and I should be set. Counting down to spring break, I need a mental break. My brain fog is kicking in. I'm still holding on. It's just a lot of brain fog, and everything is, the days are going together. It literally feels like, when when you get to November and you're at Thanksgiving and you're going into December, then you're into Christmas, and then it's just a whirlwind, and then bam, we're in the new year. That's how I feel right now. That's the time frame we're in right now. So I'll probably check in with you guys in the morning. I'm gonna go to the gym, do my meal prep, and finish my assignments. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
What if we don't get 10 movements in 2 hours?
Lay down and drink something sweet or cold.
Yeah. Okay, so that depends on your institution. But my protocol at the health department, it depends on how bad it is. So when I'm educating somebody on fetal activity counts, if we want to make sure they do it right the first time, what do we tell them? How do we tell them to do fetal activity counts?
Good morning. I know I'm late with checking in with you guys. However, I have needed a mental break, and I'm mental breaking like no other, okay? You gave me a little, I took the mile. And now I'm trying to regain focus and come back and actually knock out all these reading activities and start some practice questions that I need to do for maternity. It's long, it's in depth, and to the mamas out there, everybody's had their own personal experience with birth and what they went through. I will say use your experience, but take it with a grain of salt. Only because in NCLEX world, it's a perfect world, you know? Literally, no complications, no concerns, there's nothing wrong if this is what's supposed to happen. And I know we have gone through several things that could possibly happen. So just use your experience with this chapter with a grain of salt, you know, because your experience is not the one size fits all. Every pregnancy is different. And granted, I've only had one kid, so I'm only going to speak to my one experience. However, it's taking a lot of, oh, that's what's supposed to happen. That didn't happen for me, but it doesn't matter if it happened for me or not. I just need to know where in the process it was supposed to happen. That way it's easier for me to remember when I take the test. And I already know these practice questions are about to drive me nuts. But there's this lecture is 1, 2, 3. First, it's 3 parts. Each are about an hour each. And then we have another unit, which I haven't even looked at, and I don't even know if there's parts to that. So today I'm just really sitting down trying to focus on what I'm doing. It's like 11:30. I'm clearly in my bed because it is just, today is just Saturday. It was too early. Either way, we're going to get this done. Normally I would be somewhere downstairs sitting up trying to take notes, but I already pre-took some notes. Some of these topics of what we're going through is very repetitive, so I'm taking it with a grain of salt because this is not the first time I'm going to watch these videos. I'm probably going to watch them 2 or 3 times before, and I'm going to break it down because, again, they're hour long per video, and I love my instructor. It's just sometimes she can get monotone, and I can get monotone too, but I'm sarcastic when I get monotone, but she can get monotone, but she's not being sarcastic, and I'm gonna check out. So 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, 10-minute break, and I'm gonna come back and dive right back in. Hopefully by the time y'all see me again, I should be at least done with these 3 videos, and what is our role? I can breathe at least for a few hours today. I did complete all of my assignments. However, I'm going to update my resume again. I finished my nursing resume how I wanted it to look, and everything was good. But then talking to my classmates, and this is a thing where I love some positive feedback, because we was all sharing our resumes, and they pointed out, and she was like, girl, yes, you have clinical experience. She's like, but put your actual, I didn't put my actual work experience on there because it was just not a simulation resume. Sorry, my battery died. But I was talking about resumes. So we were showing off our resumes, and you know, one of my classmates was like, hey, like, why didn't you include, you know, your work history? And I'm like, well, I didn't feel, I know I have work history, but I just didn't feel it translated into the medical field, because obviously apples and oranges of what I'm doing. And she looked at me and she was like, Vanessa, you've been in the military and you work for corporate America. We can translate those skills. So I'm like, yes, but not. And she was like, we could translate the skills. She was like, do you do customer service? And I was like, I don't deal with customers. So she's like, okay. She's like, let me see your original resume. So she looks at it and she's like, I'm going to slap you. She's like, because we can translate all this into a healthcare. And because you do data entry, right? It has to be accurate, right? She was like, you have quotes with numbers of how much you increase processes. We need that. So I'm like, and she works in healthcare. And I'm like, say less. I don't know why I just decided not to include it only, it was, what is it? It was just an assignment. So I just did my clinical experience. But she was like, no, because when we do part of our clinical hours, I think at the end, is that we're doing a career fair and several hospitals will be at, our campus, and we're required to go for 2 hours, and we're supposed to be networking, talking, mock interviews, and even though it's mock, people recognize your name, people remember you, they put a face to a name to a face. So she was definitely like, use this as a time. Me networking wasn't, when I thought about it, it wasn't an issue because I have an elevator pitch. Like, I can do all this. I'm very flexible. But it was a good reminder for me that, this part was like a, hey, don't sell yourself short. So now she has me going back and I'm redoing. I already submitted the assignment. It's due tomorrow, but I had submitted it last week. But she hasn't graded it yet, and I'm going to resubmit it for a grade because I do want it to include my work experience. So I'm just updating my last bullet points for the Marine Corps, and then it's done. It's actually, I like it. I'm probably, after break, I'm gonna have her look at it because I don't like interrupting when people are on break. I really, take your break. You deserve your break. I'm not interrupting nobody on their break. I'm not calling you about no schoolwork. I will figure it out before, I call in a panic. Minus our little group chat that we have. If we have like one-off questions, we're gonna ask, but I don't go out my way to disrupt somebody, on their break, or, if they're on vacation. And I would hope people would do that to me. Well, even if they didn't, I don't answer work calls on vacation. My work phone is off. My work laptop is off. When I say I'm on vacation or I'm off work, you will get a response upon my return. I don't play that. I used to care. I used to jump to answer. And I'm telling you, boundaries, no. But anyway, I just finished part 1. I'm going to do part 2. While I do part 2, simultaneously, I'm going to update the last bullet points on my resume. I'm going to resubmit that. And it's gloomy outside. I think I'm going to wash my hair. I'm going to wash it. And what else? I think Super Mario Brothers came out this weekend, so I may take my son to go see that. We did a Barnes & Noble book date the other day. I did not record any of that because it was just random mother and son time. He enjoyed Barnes & Noble. Oh, where's my book? I did pick up a new book. So it's called The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. Maybe I didn't butcher that. Maybe I did. But I was in the mystery and thriller section of Barnes & Noble's, and I was like, I just need something to grab my attention because, and I don't know. I looked up. I think it was in transitioning session. I looked up and I seen Sister Soldier and I was like, oh my God, Throwback Thursday. What happened to Midnight? I remember it was a big thing that she made like the final part to what happened to, what's her name? Something Santiago. Winter Santiago. And I'm like, what happened? I find the book and I'm like, I'm about to buy it. So then I start reading like the first chapter and I'm slowly remembering names and I was just like, no, I would have to start this series over. Like I gotta go back to Coldest Winter Ever. I had the Midnight spinoff. I still have that. That is downstairs in my office. And then I'm like, I had the Midnight spinoff. And then I had something, it was a red book. It was a red book by her too. But I don't recall everything. Like, the last thing that I remember in the winter book was she was pregnant. The dude that she was dealing with was trying to overthrow her father, and like she was being heavily watched by people, and I think she had gotten, and she had to sneak out and get it, and yeah, it was wild. It was wild. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, yo, I have to restart this entire series if I do this. And I just moved away because I was like, this is going to take me down a rabbit hole. I'm going to get that book later. But I just wanted to read something different. I'm into urban novels. And I was like, I want to do something different. And I looked down. I found this book and I'm like, okay, cool. And there's a guy standing next to me and he's just like, very good read, 10 out of 10. I would recommend. Like, he was so excited that I grabbed this book. He was looking for his own book, a new book to read. And he was like, yo, I couldn't put it down. He was like, I know you didn't ask my opinion. He's like, but 10 out of 10 would recommend. And this mini synopsis is that, like, Alicia, his life is seemingly perfect until one night when her husband Gabriel returns home late from work and Alicia shoots him 5 times in the face and then never speaks another word. Alicia's refusal to talk or give any kind of explanation turns to a domestic tragedy into a mystery that captures the public's imagination. And she, the silent patient, is hidden away from tabloids at the Grove, a secure psychiatric unit in North London. Criminal psychotherapist Theo is captivated by Alicia's story and jumps at the opportunity to work with her. His determination to get her to talk and unravel the mystery of why she shot her husband will take him down a path more unexpected and more terrifying than he ever imagined. And I feel like this needs to be a movie because this is the type of movie I would watch. But if you guys want to check it out, The Silent Patient is what I'm currently reading. I'm going to start reading it after I complete my lectures. So I will talk to you guys in a bit. What I get because I'm having a blast on spring break, okay? I am, I'm having fun, I'm relaxing. I have not thought about nursing school. This is the breather that I have personally needed, and lo and behold, it would be me. Here I am at the Science Museum with my kid. We're having a good time. We're learning about quantum physics and a whole bunch of stuff, okay? And then something is like, they're supposed to be doing something today. And I'm like, nah, it's a free day. What are you talking about? I swear, these are conversations that I'm having with myself. Like, you're supposed to be doing something today. What do you mean? Mind you, it's 2:30. I'm having a blast. Y'all, I have sim today. My sim is scheduled for today. We're Granted, it's the first day back from spring break, but in my mind, I don't come to class until we have the test on Tuesday, because Monday is Zoom. So I'm like, okay, I got extra days, vacation days, like I could just, chill. No, the hell I cannot. Like, I looked at the time and I'm like, do I have sim today? I hit the group chat up. I was like, hey, humor me, because I am at the museum with my kid. Like, we got here maybe 30-45 minutes ago. We are having a ball. We got sim today? And my classmate is like, she's laughing. She's like, girl, yes, we do. 4 o'clock on the dot. And I'm like, crap, mind you, the museum is it's near my job, and usually I would leave my job at 2:30 to get to school, maybe around 3:15. It depends, because it's a traffic pipeline that happens, and after a certain exit, it's clipped. Don't think you get in there nowhere past 3:30, which is why I leave at 2:30. So mind you, I'm looking at the time and I'm like, oh crap, I don't got my uniform in my trunk. I don't got none of that. I gotta go back home, drop my kid off, and then race to school. And I'm currently racing to school right now. So, I mean, by the looks of it, it looks like I'm gonna make it. That's Lord willing. It looks like I'm gonna make it. But okay, so this is a hard stop for my vacation. I'm no longer on vacation. I have to get back in school mode, and I gotta stop playing around. That's what I get. That's literally what I get. Don't be like me, guys, but that's what I get. I'm trying to get up in this lab, but I'm gonna be on time. She ain't gonna mark me late. But anyway, let me race to school. I made it to sim on time. I even told my instructor, like, if it wasn't for the epiphany that I had, I'd have been, at the end of the semester, it would have been a sim in the box for me, because I would have forgotten, and it's a whole bunch of paperwork and stuff that you gotta do, like a whole 10-page essay, and I don't have time. I'm stressed out enough. I don't have time. I made it. I'm thankful that I made it. We did an OB sim. It was a learning curve. Wasn't too bad. Definitely skills practicing. Let's see. Spring break is over, so I need to get back into school mode. I'm trying. I promise you, I am trying to get back into school mode, and it's just not happening for me. But I need to, because we have 3 exams left. 2 are unit exams, and 1 is the final. So we are almost there. We're almost there. Semester 3 is almost here. Pinning is almost here. We're almost here. So let's see. Am I studying tonight? I might do some simple nursing quizzes tonight. Just review the content. I'm gonna rewatch these videos, because again, even though they're an hour long, it's a lot of content, and it breaks down that content even further. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything, because again, our unit exam is only 65 questions, and OB, you can pull so much information. Like, we're in one section, and that could be 65 questions alone. Like, so I don't know I know in the LPN scope what we're going to focus on. And it's more so, there's only so much you can do in OB as an LPN. So the questions might not be that intimidating, but still, it's a lot of information. and it's a lot of knowledge to process. And again, we're breaking that down into 65 questions, and you can get well over, you know, at least 300 questions just from maternity alone in OB. So I really need to just hone into what I don't know. And it's weird because I know I'm a mom, so you have to take that experience also. But at the same time, why is my camera? No. So at the same time, my experience was not NCLEX World perfect. So I just have to, it feels like it's common knowledge. It feels easy. But I just want to go over, we're just going to have to go over it again. Something's got to stick. And then what else is happening? We're going away from paper exams. We was on paper exams because my school actually experienced a cyber attack. So they're doing that to a lot of schools now. And they're not even doing it in the fun way where, hey, you know, change my grade. Oh, I don't owe a balance to the school. No, you're just attacking the school software for no reason, erasing my grades. They did that in one of my old colleges. They had erased the grades. And essentially, you couldn't get a letter grade. Like, you would get a pass, but you would have to prove, if you wanted a letter grade, you had to prove all of your scores. You know? And I thought that's where we were going with this. So as soon as I heard, I was screenshotting my entire blackboard. Like, don't play with me. Don't play with me. But it didn't go down like that. But all that to say, I just need to refresh and redo everything. Just hone in on all of this information because, again, 65 questions, they can be sporadic. And I don't know if we're going to go left or we're going to go right, or we're just going to have an even balance. So I'll be studying tomorrow. Well, all weekend, like up until Tuesday. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit.